Sue Crafting to you, and today I'm going to make a card with the Shark Frenzy. So we're going to start off with a normal size piece of card that is A4 size, and I'm just going to put it in on the long side, and I'm going to score it at 3 7/8. So I'm just going to score that at 3 7/8. I'm going to move that along, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be at 7 3/4. So you should end up with your sheet. I don't know whether you can just see the score marks there. Now we're going to turn it, and we're going to place it in at the short end, and we're going to go along to 5 7/8. Then we're just going to cut to the first score line only. So we're going to get that down to the score line, just like that. And then we're going to turn it on its side so that we've got the point in your trimmer. Your point is going to be at 2.5, and you're going to spin it so that we're just going to put this level. Now it's going to be difficult, so let's see if I can do that. I'm wanting to get my bit here on my, I'm going to fold it back. That's what I did on the sheet of paper. So I'm folding it back. So I'm going to get that there. And I'm going to put my point. So my point of my card's going to be on 3 inches. And the top part, I'll show you the top part. So my bottom point's going to be on 3 inches. So that's on the 3 inches. And then I've folded my card back on itself, so I can see that I'm going to put that in the middle of my track to cut down. So let's pop you back a little bit and see if you can see better. So I've got my 3 inches point down there, and then that's going to be at the top, and I'm going to come in and cut. Get that right, just making sure, yeah, and I'm going to cut that down. So that's what it's done to my card. I'm ready for a new trimming blade, so let's just get that off. So you'll be left with a piece of card that looks like that. I might make a card with that at some other point or use it for bits, but this is your card now. So we're going to fold it back on itself and burnish, and then fold it back on itself and burnish. Okay, so it's just taken it slightly over. Let me get rid of that fuzz, it's driving me nuts, so I'm going to scrape it off with my sharp scissors. Okay, that's it. Okay, so when I've done it, I've got a slight bit overhang, so I'm going to cut that off. I'm just going to put that in my trimmer, and I'm just cutting that slight bit off. So it's probably that. So let's see. I'm going to do it until it comes right. That's near enough. That's it. Lovely. Okay, so I can move my trimmer out of the way slightly. Now, for the first part of the card, did I have it? I don't know whether I want it. I want it the other way. That's it. So I've done it the other way now. so that when you open it, that's right, opens that way, and then you can open that like a normal card as well. So I'm going to start at the back, and I've got a piece to put on the back, and I'm using the Whale of a Time DSP. So this piece measures 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I'm just going to glue that onto the back here, just leaving an equal gap all the way round. So it's hard to cover up the all these pretty things here, but I want the more of a sea scene, so I'm going to do that. Okay. Now I want this card to be able to go in the sea one that has got all the fish swimming, so I'm going to put that on there, but I want to actually get it in the middle, and I'm going to use my pencil just to go along that edge there. So where are we? It's this one, isn't it? So I'm going to again put it in the middle. Don't let me get it right. I'm going to put it in the middle, have it where it should be, and then I'm going to put a line going down there. Now what I'm going to do when I put this in my trimmer, I'm going to take that line and shoot it over like that. So I'm going to try and make sure I've got that line level, and then do that like that. So now I should have got a little increment going all the way round. So did you see how I did that? So again, I'll just show you again. I put the piece there. When it was overhanging, I put a mark there where it fitted, and then when I put it in my trimmer, I just left a little bit. So I took it over the edge like that and cut it so that it would give me a increment all the way round. So we're going to glue that on there. Okay, so this is my fish swimming in my sea to start with. Okay, so fish swimming in the sea. So I've got a little increment all the way round. There we go. And then we're going to do the same again with this one here. So we've got this fish swimming in the sea, and is it going to work to put that? Now I might, so we'll do, I think I'll have that one on there like that. So I'm just going to do the same again, what I did, got that in the middle. So just make sure that it's in the middle, like that. Turn it over, and then again I'm going to put a line down there, and then when I put it in my trimmer, I'm going to make sure that that line, can you see it there, that pencil line there, I'm just making sure that that is going over my track on both sides equal, just a little bit. So it's like doing a little bit over there like that. And so we'll put these on the back there. So just make sure that I've got an increment going all the way round. I could take a little bit off the bottom, so I'm going to take a slight bit off the bottom now. Just keep eyeballing it to see if that's okay. That'll be fine. So a bit more than I wanted really, but it will be fine. So I'm going to glue this on now. And that is going. So I'm going to put that out there. So we get equal increment from the top. I'm just smoothing that down. There we go. Okay, so far I've got this coming like this. Sorry, like, which way have I done it? That was coming like that, and then that's coming like that. So now I want the front, I'm going to have again the one here. So again, I'm just going to put that on the front and then draw myself a line down and cut this off. So just making sure that that line is equal distance over the top. Cut it off and we'll have a look, see if I've cut enough off. So yes, that's better, so we'll leave a equal distance there and glue this on the back now. Okay, just make sure we get our pieces straight. Okay, so we've got that so far. So we've got that one plain and the back one plain. So we need to put something here. Now let's see if I've got a fish that will go the other way. So what we want is the fish to go on this side to join up like that. So I'm going to cut that at 3 3/4. Just let me double check that that is the right measurement. Yeah, 3 3/4. So 3 3/4. I'm going to pop that in. 3 1/4. Put that out of my way. And so that's going to be going on that bit, and again going to pop it over and draw my line, and then make sure that that line just goes over the top equally. Okay, and cut off. And then that can go on that side there. So glue that. Okay, there we go. Just make sure I've got equal increment all the way round. There we go. So that's it so far. So now we have got the sea, and then we've got fissures on that side, and when we open it this side we've got the fissures there and the plain side here. Now on this part here we are going to fix some waves, and what I've done to save us time, I have stamped out Grandpa Shark, and I've done his cane and his hat and his moustache and his glasses and his dicky bow. So how you do this is it's two-step stamping. So you stamp the outline and then you put this over the top, and then that brings you to the blue. So I decided to do this in both Balmy Blue. So I stamped the outside image in Balmy Blue, and then I've gone over the top in that. And then the glasses, you've got the little glasses, and the cane is the die, the hat is the die, the moustache you've got, and then you've got a die to cut it out. The glasses, you've got a die to cut out, and the bow tie, you've got a die to cut out. So it's a really great one for kids. But I've seen somebody that stuck it on as a actual a present for a sister, I think. A sister's 50th. So they're going to be dancing on the waves. So I have got a little speech bubble. So I'm going to have my little speech bubble, and I'm going to have my Grandpa Shark. I might have him that way actually. And then my waves. So my waves I'm going to fit on dimensionals. So let me get my dimension. Where's mine? I can't find it. Right, so I've got a new packet here. I don't want a new packet, I want an older packet. Where are they? There we go. Okay, so I've got my dimensionals. So I'm going to cut this off. I think that was 3 3/4. I'm sure it was 3 3/4. Just double check that that's the right length. Yes, so I'm going to cut that off. Okay, and he's going to go on there at the bottom, and I'm going to stick dimensionals to lift the waves up. So there's my dimensionals, and pop them out, and I'm going to pop them on my wave. So there we go. So I want my wave to be supported well, but I don't want it to be in the way of where I'm going to tuck Grandpa Shark down. So some at the bottom and one I think at the top. So I've sort of put them around the edges but a little bit in there. So I'm just going to peel those off. There we go. Okay, and then let's put, I'm going to put it a little bit higher up, put that on there, and then I'm going to again get some other waves that I'm going to put on the bottom there. So I'm going to cut these. Let's see if we've got those. Let's pop it about. So we're going to get those there. So I'm going to cut a little bit off there. A bit off to get rid of the fish. And let's see if that works. So if I get a little bit to cut off the fish, and we can go that way with it. That's it. So I'm going to cut that at 3 3/4 and cut that off. And then that just takes that, and I'll just put dimensionals on the back of this to lift it up. So put those going across the bottom. So we're making it 3-dimensional, the waves. Okay, and then so make sure that they go right to the bottom. So I'm hovering because I want it to go right to the bottom and then press down. So now we've got the waves coming away, and we're going to tuck Grandpa Shark behind the waves. Shall we tuck him? I think actually I'm going to tuck him behind there. So I can pop glue on Grandpa Shark. And let's tuck him behind the bottom waves. And then we've got Love You on it, so we can put that on some dimensional. I'll just use a couple of dimensionals there. And Grandpa Shark is saying, love you. There we go. About there. And then we're going to open up here. So we do it behind, or shall we do it in there? We'll leave that plain, I think. So far we might do a bit to that, but we'll open up this one. And now we're going to do some layering of, you can see here as well. So let's just, we've got Grandma Shark. So we're going to have Grandma Shark sit in amongst the fish, I think. And we'll just, let's see if we've got plenty of, yeah, we could go like that. Okay, so I'm not going to put these upon dimensionals this time. So I'm going to cut this off at 3 3/4. So 3 3/4, that's right, 3 3/4. So I can pop that there, and I'll cut another one at 3 3/4. Let's go the other way, 3 3/4. There we go. And this time I'm going to pop it a little bit so that the waves are going there, and I'm going to put some more bold ones in there. So let's do 3 3/4 in this bigger one as well. Let's see if we can get that. So we've got a bigger one I can put up there. And did I want to do that? Let's see. I'm going to do, I'm going to take that down to the bottom. So I'm going to glue that and then do that in there. So I've got another blue in there. So I've got 3 layers of waves. There we go. So what I need to do is glue the top layer of waves down. So it's about there. So we're going to glue the top layer of waves down, but only on the bottom bit, because I want to be able to tuck the other one. So let's see, we've got that. We're going to put this one on the top. So this one's going to go on the top, and we might need to move it down, and that one's going to go on the bottom. So I'll pop this on the bottom. So we can move that down a little bit. Okay, that's it. And Grandma Shark can just come out of the top. We're going to glue her down as well. She's not going to be on dimensional. She's going to be laying back on the waves. And then we're going to stick another one. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There you go. And she's going to say, love you. So coming from Grandma Shark. Now I've just, to make the love you, what I've done is I just used my Stampin' Right marker, and I cut out from the Snail It dies, you have got the speech bubble. Now I've not bothered printing the black, I've just purely cut the die, the speech bubble die out, and then I just coloured in the love, stamped it and wiped my stamp and then you, and that's how I got love you. Okay, so there's Grandma Shark there, and then we've got Baby Shark. So Baby Shark's going to be here, and we are just going to cut this off at 3 3/4. And Baby Shark's quite shy, so although we've got some waves there, we're going to put some foliage. So we're going to have some seaweedy stuff come in, and we're going to hide Baby Shark behind the foliage. So Baby Shark's going to be hidden a bit behind the foliage because he's a bit shy. Okay, and he's going to say thanks. So first of all, I'm going to put our seaweed down. So I'm going to just get our bits of seaweed and pop him, let's pop some up there, and then this narrow one. I'm going to pop there. I'm not going to push that front one down yet because I want to put Baby Shark down first. Okay, and Baby Shark there, and then we're going to get Baby Shark and glue Baby Shark down. Put some glue on the back of him. He's hiding, and then he's just saying thanks. He's quite shy. There we go, and then we'll just put our waves in now on top. So they'll go on the top like that. There we go. And there's some fish swimming about. So we've got a whole load of fish. I've got some here that I've cut out. So these are the dice cut out. You have got, I think you can, this is some fish. Oh no, they are just all die cut. So all I did was use my marker, and I've just put a eye on the fish. So we're going to have some swimming all about in different places. So some are tiny. Let's get that off me. Oops, I've got a glue string that's doing that. Where are you going? So pop it in there. So they're all just all swimming about. And we have got some that go the other way, so that's good. That's it, all over the place. And going to have him on there. So they're all swimming about. Put him up there in the sea. And we'll have one swimming about with Grandma Shark. So one swimming there, and then we'll put some with Grandpa Shark on the front. Okay, so on there. Another one. So we'll put some on the waves here. And then the last one, I can get hold of it. Here. Just going the other way. There we go. And sticking off a wave. So there we go. Oops. Make sure it's sticking there. Okay. So there we go. We've got love you. So this is just to send to a grandchild who's far away. So it's just showing that you love them. So there's Grandpa Shark, and there's Grandma Shark, and their baby shark saying. So then you could write your note on the back, and they've got the fish to look at there. Hope you liked that. That will stand like that, so you kind of see it like that. We can put it as a scene going out like that. So I hope you liked that. Thank you very much for dropping by and watching. I'll stay safe, stay well, and I'll be back with more crafting goodies tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.